Well. You've all read the title, huh? Now, before you all go that, nah, bro, it's too late for a new crewmate, hear me out, right? I've got receipts, manga level receipts. So just let me cook. Oh, disclaimer. Before that, there will be manga spoilers since I'll talk about the current ongoing Elbaf arc and some of the Egghead arc that hasn't been animated yet. Probably, I don't know, I'm a few episodes behind. Whatever. Anyway, you've been warned. With that said, let's dive in. So, why do I think that? Well, first off, there's this pattern that Oda's been hinting at us for a while. So what is this? Every legendary pirate crew had an apprentice, right? Kaido, at just age 15, was an apprentice on the Rocks Pirates. Roger's crew had Shanks and Buggy. So where's Luffy's apprentice? My man's journey is nearing its end. I was about to say, man's nearing its, he's not dying, hopefully. Anyway, my man's journey is nearing its end. The Straw Hats are on the final stretch. It wouldn't make sense for Oda to introduce a new crewmate now, unless they serve a very specific purpose. What is that? Like being the next gen spark, just like Roger. And that's where Bonney fits perfectly. Well, I do think Vivi is gonna join too, not as a new crewmate. We all know that Vivi's been a Straw Hat for a while. Well, why do I think that Vivi is gonna join now? Well, King Riku's dead, and if she goes back to Alabasta, she'll just endanger her own people, and feel like she's gonna do that. She's already in hiding with what's his name? What's that bird's name? I forgot his name. Big News Morgan. Yeah. She's with him, right? Anyway, so she's already hiding, right? So the best place for her to be is with her crews, with the Straw Hat crew, right? But there's a thing. What will be her role in the crew? Well, if you guys want to know that, a whole different, video. So hit me up if you guys want to know in depth. I'll go in depth on a separate video. Alright, so let's get back into this video. So why do I think that Bonney fits perfectly? It's because, look, there's a connection. Let's talk about it. Luffy is the sun god Nika, right? And Kuma, well, he's literally a devout follower of Nika. Bro even carried the sun god Bible everywhere. That man is no joke. You know what I'm saying? That's like his identity, And Bonney is out here literally channeling Nika's power, right? With her alternate future abilities. She even used that ability to fight alongside Luffy in her version of Gear 5, like Joy Girl. Like Joy Boy and Joy Girl fighting like alongside, you know what I'm saying? Like fighting together. That's poetic. And not only that, Luffy was literally guiding her how to use that, how to use her power. Like, come on, guys. She's basically Nika Jr. at this point. This parallel can't be a coincidence. Tell me I'm not the only one saying this. Okay, well, speaking of her alternate future abilities, her powers, let's talk about it. Bonney is the user of Toshi no Mi, also known as the Age fruit, a paramecia type devil fruit that lets her manipulate the age of people, animals, and objects. Makes sense, right? Age fruit gives powers to manipulate age. Makes sense, absolutely. Perfect. But here's the thing, she can also access alternate reality versions of herself. Remember, when she first used that to become her sun god version, when she punched Alpha, I think? Yeah, she was the CP8 member. These guys as her nurse, right? Yeah. So why am I telling you all that? Because the age fruit doesn't really explain the alternate reality stuff. These powers don't really quite match up, right? Now, here's the thing. I believe that just like Luffy's fruit, her actual fruit's name hasn't been revealed to us yet. Think about it. Whether it was intentional or not, we might be looking at another case of hidden true identity. Well, that's also a topic for another video though, because that's a very long discussion. If you guys want that video where I deep dive into what Bonney's actual fruit's name might be, or what the powers could be, what abilities, what her awakening could be, and all that good stuff, hit me up, hit the like button, and let me know in the comments down below. I'll probably make it. If you guys want, I'll probably make it. Anyway, all you have to know for now is the key point here is that Saturn was the one who gave her that power. She didn't eat it, by the way. She didn't eat it. Saturn was the one experimenting on her with that fruit. So technically that fruit could be anything. That doesn't have to be the Toshi no Mi, you know what I'm saying? So remember that. Remember, we all knew for certain that Luffy had the gum gum fruit, right? The gum gum gum. Well, look how it turned out. You know what I'm saying? So have a little bit of salt beside you whenever you're thinking about it. Anyway, so you see it now, right? Luffy and Bonnie are way more connected than we initially thought. But hold on, I'm not done cooking yet. So okay. So let's see. Let's talk anime for a while. Okay, sorry guys, I have a very bad cold, so I might be coughing. I'll probably edit it out as much as I can, but stick with me. In One Piece opening 27, we literally see Bonnie chilling out with the Straw Hats on the Sunny, right? Coincidence? No shock. Oda doesn't do coincidences. He only does foreshadowing with style. And her dynamic in that opening really like matches how the Straw Hats are usually shown in every opening, right? Very crew-like, she was like in the swing, on the swing, like she was sleeping and whatever. You know what I'm saying? You could say that this is symbolic of her journeying from Egghead to Elbaf. Makes sense, but remember, Bonnie was on the giant ship, not the Sunny. Again, you might think that, this means that she'll stay behind. Well, let's talk about it. We found out that, Bonnie's half celestial dragon. That is no small matter. That already makes her story very complicated. The world government will never leave her alone just because of that. Joining her, we already saw that, we already saw when Akaino was talking about that, Akaino was like shook when she left, right? You know what I'm saying? So, no shock Bonnie's gonna be left alone. So, joining the Straw Hats gives her protection, purpose. Remember that word, by the way, purpose. I'll come back to it later. And a chance to reshape the world, alongside the man who's literally dancing as the sun god himself, liberating thousands, just like how her dad did with his Hands of Liberation in the God Valley flashback. We've seen that, I don't need to explain that, right? Alright. Now you might say the giants could protect her, right? Giants strong enough. I mean, are they? I mean, they've grown soft, you know what I'm saying? Like, only a few strong fighters are left. And given the size, who knows, maybe it'll be easier for someone like a Cypher Pole agent to sneak in disguising as someone else, again, I don't know, and abduct Bonnie. You know what I'm saying? Like, given their size, they probably won't even notice. I mean, I'm only joking, but you can see that happening, right? So really, the best place for her to be is with the future king of the pirates and his crew. Learning the truth about the whole world, inheriting Luffy's will. I mean, come on, guys, this fits so perfectly. That way, if one day in the future, after like everything's over, Luffy's got the One Piece, the world is at peace, but the world is not black and white like that. You know what I'm saying? Evil might show up in the future, even in that time as well. So if that happens, she can continue Luffy's legacy and liberate nations herself, right? That's such a One Piece thing to do. And besides, guys, think about it. She fits the crew perfectly, don't you think? Like, she's chaotic like Luffy. I mean, she eats like a black hole. I mean, R.I.P. Sanji, you know what I'm saying? Like, his bro's gonna be cooking the whole damn ocean up. So, And guys, hear me out, a little bit tangent, right? Imagine Luffy having a daughter. I know. Luffy's not into that shit, but if Luffy has a daughter, we can all see it being Bonnie, right? I mean, come on. She's like exactly like Luffy, kinda. Exactly like Luffy. Just like how Luffy is exactly kinda like Rogers, huh? Come on. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so anyway, I'm talking big talks, right? So do I have anything to back it up? Alright, so let's see what are the criteria for characters to join the Straw Hat Pirates. I mean, technically, she doesn't have to check off every criteria, because she's not going to be a full-fledged member. But, let's see what she's got. Well, what are the common link for every Straw Hat Pirates, like every Straw Hat members? The tragic backstory, right? One of them. Like every character, every Straw Hat member has their own tragic backstory. None of it is good. No character of the Straw Hat member, no member of the Straw Hat Pirates have a good backstory. Like, they all have tragic backstory. So, let's see Bonnie's. Well, guys, we all saw Kuma's flashback, right? Heartbreaking stuff. Don't we all cried. It's okay. Here's some tissue for, having PTSD. Well, speaking of PTSD, let's talk about that flashback. Just a little bit to, to let you guys, connect her backstory with her father's backstory. So what did Bonnie experience? Her mom got turned into a slave. I don't even want to talk about what kind of slave she got turned into. You guys know. She died trying to save her daughter. So, you know, her dad sacrificed everything to cure her disease. And not only that, Saturn experimented on her. So that is as tragic as it gets. And remember, she's still only just a kid. Alright. And what's the second part? A dream. Dream is one dream. The concept of having a dream is very big in the Straw Hat world, right? And in the One Piece world. Every Straw Hat has a dream. Zoro wants to be the best swordsman. Nami wants to map the whole world. Sanji's chasing the All Blue. You get the point. They all had dreams. But Luffy gave them purpose. Remember when I told you to keep that in mind? Yeah. So what's Bonnie's dream? Let's talk about Bonnie's dream. Well, Bonnie was just a kid, so her dream was simple, to just travel the world and see the world with her dad, Kuma. But that's not happening anytime soon, guys. We all know it. Kuma's body, well, he's seen better days. Well, he's not dead, but you get the point. So what's next for Bonnie? The best way to honor her father's dream is to sail with Luffy, right? It's to set sail with Luffy, the man who embodies everything that Kuma stood for: joy, freedom, and peace. So that's how she fulfills her dream and her father's. So her dream is connected with Luffy as well. So you guys are seeing, right, what I'm talking about? So yeah, between the Nika's parallels, the Apprentice pattern, her dream, and her story's direction, I genuinely believe that Bonnie is gonna end up as Straw Hat's apprentice. And who knows, maybe one day she'll inherit Luffy's will and carry on his legacy, just like how Shanks did with Roger, and just how Luffy's doing with Roger, right? But hey, that's just my theory, a gaming theory. What do you guys think? Will Bonnie join the crew or stay behind in Elbaf? Let me know in the comments. I read every single one of them, by the way. And hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. So yeah, have a blast, guys. Stay hydrated, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.